It's not you, it's your energy. So don't take that personally, because nothing in this physical world is personal. We personalize everything, and because of that, we suffer. When we identify with the I, we suffer. So in today's video, I want to talk about energy dynamics. This is my favorite topic. The reason why I want to talk about this is because it's really all that matters when it comes to manifestation. If you learn this, if you understand energy, and you understand duality, and you understand how to collapse the duality, you can magnetize anything into your experience, because it all comes down to fear or lack of fear. So the less fear that we have in relation to something, the closer it comes towards us. The more fear we have in relation to something, the more we repel it. And that's really just the simple way of saying it. My personal belief is that you can be, do, or have anything in this physical world. I've been saying this on the channel since day one. This is something that I learned at a very early stage of understanding the law of attraction. And it's something that I've seen time and time again. There is nothing off limits. Do I believe that every single thing that we think we want is going to make us happy or fulfill us? No, but I do believe that we can have anything that we want. As we spiritually evolve, we realize that our needs change, our values change, but that doesn't mean that you can't attract certain things in your life if you are really set on it. And when we have this idea of limitation, we create fear and we repel the things that we want. So I just want to start off with that, is that there really is nothing off limits. The only thing that is off limits is what you create in your own mind. If you believe that you can't achieve something, that you can't have something, then that will be the reality that you experience. So what often happens is that when we are trying to magnetize something into our experience and we repeatedly see that it's not coming in, or we repeatedly see that we have struggle, we start to go back to the I. We start to identify with the I. And because of that, we start creating these ideas that I can't have it. I won't have it. There is something wrong with me. This is why I can't experience this. Why can he have it, or why can she have it, but I can't have it? And when we start getting into the I's and we start identifying, we create more fear, because we're creating more separation. The moment you start seeing yourself as one with your desires, you begin to draw them in. You begin to release the fear that you can't have them, because you recognize that they are a part of you, right? Everything that you want in this physical world is a part of you. Why? Because everything that you're currently seeing is a physical manifestation of your subconscious mind. So anything that you program into your subconscious mind, you can see within your physical reality. And this is why I say there are no limits, except for the limits that we have within our subconscious mind. But because we are personalizing everything, if we have repeated experiences of not having something, we start to solidify the belief that we can't. And not only that, we start to identify with some false idea of why we can't. So when something doesn't manifest in our experience, we create the reasons why it's not happening. There are no reasons except for energy. Yes, we have accumulated beliefs that are fear-based, that are blocking us, but when we get past that, it comes down to energy. And this is why I talk about the idea of transcending the mind. So when we transcend the mind, meaning that we transcend all of those limiting beliefs that we have, then and only then can we actually rewire and reprogram a new belief system that actually supports us in relation to the things that we want. If we believe we are the mind, we can never have power over our mind. So it does sound a little bit confusing, right? But once we learn to find that space between our thoughts, that quiet energy, that peace, I like to call it our soul energy, we can leverage this soul energy and input any new subconscious program that we want. So actually in this space, we have two options. We can just stay in that peaceful state and see what manifests from that, right? This would be soul manifestation. But if we want to be more conscious, if we want to be more deliberate in terms of what we want, which I think is more fun, then we can choose anything. We can program anything. But we can't program something when we're stuck in our past. We have to leverage that soul energy, that present energy. We have to disengage from the I in order to create something new. So don't give up on anything that you have been trying to create, because you still have the ability to do that. I think that when we give up on our desires, we sink into a sense of disappointment, right? And the reason why that's so painful is because it's not the truth. When we give up on our desires, we're saying that they can't happen, we're not worthy of them, we're not able to attract them in, and this is absolutely not true. And so my goal as a spiritual coach through these videos is to help you realize your potential, to help you realize that there's nothing that's off limits, right? The limitation is our mind. And so once we can overcome our mind, we can draw anything in. And really, truly, that's when life becomes really exciting, is when we're able to leverage that soul energy, knowing that we don't actually need anything, right? When you get to the place of not needing something, it comes in effortlessly. So how do we get to that place of not needing? We have to get beyond the mind, because the mind and the ego keeps us in a state of lack. The mind and the ego keeps us in this feeling of, I need more, right? Because again, it's identified with the I. So when we can move beyond that energy, we can move beyond the mind, we can disengage from the I, and we can stay rooted in the feeling that we are already whole and complete and there's nothing that we actually need. From that space of not needing anything, you can attract anything. And you can do this through affirmations, you can do this through visualization, but it really is leveraging that state of needing nothing. And this is your truth. This is your ultimate truth. And so when you start to manifest from this place, not only do you get to experience the manifestations, but you also get to experience the peace and the knowing and the resonance of who you truly are. So I hope that this video today was helpful for you guys. If it was, be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you guys need help with this, I do have personal one-on-one coaching and online courses. The link will be down below. But I'm sending you absolute love and light, and I'll see you soon. Take care.